Good morning, good morning, good morning. Buenos dias, mi gente. Rob Hoback here. Welcome to Daily Discipline number 102. Today is January the 26th, 2019. My daily bread. Artwork courtesy of me. 102, the number, makes me think of 101.5, which was WBNQ, which was the rock and roll station that I wasn't supposed to be listening to as a kid, but I did. I grew up in Footloose, except for we weren't in the country. We were like in, middle class America. I'm going to refer to those days as the Defender days. I got to play Defender this week. Might want to remember that one. And when I say that, because I'm going to reference, when I talk about those days, right, like my formative years from first grade to, I don't know, like what, your mid-20s? There's versions in there. The Defender days. Love it. Anyway, when I say you might want to remember that, that reminds me of a story. Joel, Nuke, of the Quan. Jesus. And I'm sorry, there will be distractions. For me to get this done, there's going to be distractions. We're going to talk about that in our thankies. Just give me a minute and bear with me. So anyway, the Quan. I'm like, this is over 15 years ago, relatively new in the logistics business. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just passion, energy, focused into a presentation. And man, let me tell you, I rocked that thing like an MFer saying, look, I don't know what I'm talking about, but back at the home office, they say we're really good at this stuff and we can save you some money. All I need, a box of freight bills. And as I'm going through the presentation, get to the part and it says KPIs, and Quan stops me and says, hey, youngster, go back 2 slides. That one right there. What does that mean? Root cause analysis. I'm like, oh, yeah. It's like when you have a problem, just treat the symptom. You say, what's to get the cure, you got to find out what really is the problem. Back it up in the process. I go, okay, good. I'm like, ready? He's like, no. What that one down there? KPI. I'm like, yeah. That's how they measure stuff. So I'm like, I'm not real sure on that one. He's like, yeah. Okay, so that stands for key performance indicator, and you might want to remember that one. Just saying. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. And I remember looking at him, and this was after our first meeting. He didn't show up for. He stood me up. So I drove 45 minutes to go see him. Sat in his lobby for an hour. Didn't show up, and then told me it was my fault. Should have known then, huh? Should have known then. I should have known then, right? And I did know. That's why I went back, and that dude, it altered my career. Thanks, Quan. Anyway, KPIs, Defender days, and that's the Roomba. Thank you, Jack. Please hold. All right, sorry about that. Rudy the Roomba is put up. But I'm sure he's up to something. I can kind of hear him. Anyway, my daily bread, and down here, my B, I turned into my Aunt Barb. Because I know my Aunt Barb is probably like, well, I know he's busy, but I kind of got gypped this week. So 10X it. That's what we're going to do today, Aunt Barb. That's Grant Cardone. Also Grant Cardone, right? I heard him this morning as I was thinking over a situation that I was able to think about or speak out loud this week to some friend or some trusted coworkers, and they said, Rob, here's what we think you should do. Solid strategy to address a difficult situation, and it involves a substantial amount of resources. And so, I don't know, just this morning as I was just thinking things over, I heard Grant Cardone say, it takes courage to make money. And then what's he say about make money? Go collect your money. You already did the work. Go get it. How about that, creeper? All right, what am I thankful for? Jackaroo. I mean, it is a disaster. I walked into a spotlessly, the way I left it, spotless. Everything's in its place. You would see this and think that I hadn't cleaned up in several days. Yeah, for sure. Missed him the most this week. You want to sit with Danny? Yeah. What you doing?
Here.
Oh, yeah, here. Thanks. You want to say hi?
No.
I missed you the most this week. And I know people can be like, oh, why would he say that? Well, Sam and Addie were given. Daddy called them. gave them an opportunity, we're going to take the hat off. And so they had the ability to engage. They just chose not to. Annie was my alarm this morning at like 5:15. So, and my initial reaction is like, man, I just want to sleep in. And then I heard Bill Belichick. All right. Bill Belichick. I know I want to play too. I want to play too. Can Daddy just finish this up? Huh? Can Daddy just finish this up? Hey, hold on one sec. I'll be right back. All right, see, that didn't take long. We're back. We just had a chat. We've got an agreement. So he agreed that there's no days off and Daddy's got to get his work done, right? And so, because that's what Bill Belichick says famously at his Super Bowl parade as he's celebrating another Super Bowl win, saying no days off, no days off. And that's what it takes. Like if we want to take our life to the next level, that means we have to improve all of the behaviors within our life have to become better. Can't just be one thing. It's got to be everything. And that takes work. Maintenance is not growth. Maintenance is not improving. That's just maintaining. So just cleaning up after him, I can't be like, oh my God, I'm exhausted. Therefore, I can't do my video. Therefore, I can't get my steps in or my exercise, or I don't have time to eat right. Just excuses. Just excuses. So we have to work on ourselves every day. There were other things that I wanted to talk about, but I got to deal with this guy. So we'll just come back tomorrow and we'll do it again. For 103. I'm going to have to think about that one when that makes me think about it. Thank you for joining. Sorry we're a bit of a shit show this morning, but it is what it is. So hands up, peace out, we're better together. Tomorrow I'll have an update from the Savages game today. We're playing Chicken and the Cheaters round 2. Should be interesting. All right. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.